I have given a lot of examples to you about low returns, but today again one more example which is very, very important. So a lot of people say that there is very low return in life insurance. Why should I invest? I will go and buy mutual fund, I will put into stocks and then cryptocurrency, the new madness which is there. And people all think about these returns, and they think that life insurance is a very stupid investment because you get so very less return. Now, is this a fact? Is this for a fact? Is this a fact? And I think it is not, because see, return is in different forms. Return is not just financial. Please understand this very clearly. As an insurance agent, more than anybody else, you have to understand that the returns can be in the form of satisfaction, the returns can be in the form of emotion. So it is an emotional return, it's a satisfactional return, there is also a financial return. So certain things are there where you can get very high financial return. Maybe the emotional return would be low, the psychological returns would be low, and other returns would be low. But in life insurance, it's the financial return which is low. Now, we are comparing this with other investments in terms of the return. But please remember, life insurance gives you a low financial return, but it gives you a very high emotional return. And why it is so, I'll tell you. Now, if I have to ask you, or if I ask the customer, and generally I ask blankly to the customer, sometimes we have to shake up people from their complacence, and I ask him this question: if your father falls sick, will you take him to the hospital? And like the client will be kind of, oh my God, what is this question? This is a weird question. Really? And and he would say, there is no question about it, absolutely no question, there is no two thoughts about it, there is absolutely there is no other option. Immediate, within few seconds or within few minutes, I will rush my dad to the hospital. So now I ask my customer, but sir, why do you do it? The minute you take your father to the hospital, there is some amount of money that you'll have to pay. Maybe say the bill comes to 5 lakhs. And even if you have Mediclaim, and over and above the Mediclaim, suppose if you have to pay 5 lakhs. If you don't have Mediclaim, that's more worse. But if you have to pay 5 lakhs, are you going to pay it? Or are you going to tell the hospital that please, our Mediclaim is only 5 lakh, you please don't spend above that. We don't have the budget for that, because anything may, and doctor will say, but if you don't have the budget, your father may, we may not be able to save him. And would you say it's all right because I just have a budget for 5 lakhs, the Mediclaim is 5 lakh, I am not going to pay above that because I don't want to lose my interest. Because there is the 5 lakh. So suppose if the hospital bill becomes 10 lakhs, Mediclaim will pay 5 lakh, you will have to withdraw from your investment and pay 5 lakh. And what it means is you are losing the capital, you are also losing the interest. Forget about getting interest. But then every person, 90%, I think, I wouldn't say that for 10%, but 90% of the kids would not even battle an eyelid, would not even, in a flicker think about the return. They would immediately rush their dad to the hospital and be ready. Many times people even sell their house so that their parents can continue to live. And the reason is because they have love, and love is an emotional return. And therefore, is really return the consideration for investment. Because when the things like, emotional things come, we never think about return. Even if it is in mutual fund, we'll just withdraw it and pay for our dad's hospitalization and to take care of him, because I love him very much, and there is a very different kind of return that I get by just my father being there with me. It is a lot of emotional support, it's a huge emotional support. There's a lot of, kind of security, and that's a very different feeling. So my dear friends, we have to explain this to clients, that if clients are ready to spend money without expecting any return, or in fact in losing return because of the hospitalization of their near and dear ones, then it means that returns is not really the core consideration when you go for financial transactions. So buying life insurance also is a protection for the family, and therefore when it is a protection, there is no question about returns. At least when you invest in life insurance, you don't lose the principal, it's guaranteed. Plus you make about 5 to 6%, which is quite good compared to the situation where in hospitalization I would end up with the full capital, and also I would end up with the future earning in interest if that money had been in mutual fund. So my dear friends, you have to be able to explain to people that this is much better than the hospitalization, but yet you do hospitalization because you love somebody. It's an emotional return. Similarly, putting money in life insurance, paying the premium for the future benefit of your family, for their lifestyle, and to maintain their lifestyle, continue to achieve all their goals in life. Life insurance stands like a rock solid kind of thing for the family, which helps them to achieve all their goals. Thank you.